What up, y'all? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Excuse me, I'm using my let me know some chat room. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm using my screen to roll to roll a blunt. So excuse me if y'all see like a little flakes. Y'all see something? That's just me. I'm crumbling this blunt. I'm using my phone to crumble this blunt down. It's I ain't talked to y'all in a few days. So come on in the chat room slowly as YouTube slowly sends out its notifications. Shouts out to everybody coming home from their job Christmas party or going to their job Christmas party. Salute to you. This is a fun time of year, ain't it? People be hella happy during this Christmas time of year. Like when I used to drive Uber, this would be like one of my funnest weekends to drive because it's like everybody be happy and they be tipping good money and shit. Like, you don't really get bad attitude Uber passengers this weekend. You know, people Ubering to their Christmas parties and shit. We're gonna have a year in review, and I want to talk to y'all and see what y'all talking about in the chat room. But I can't read the chat right now. Well, I can read the chat, but for those of you coming in late, I'm over here rolling the blunt. I'm using my phone. I'm using my phone to roll this blunt. Like it's 'cause I got my blunt in one hand, and I'm crumbling my weed with my other hand. Making sure I don't get no stems up in this motherfucker. Worst shit is when you get like a big ass stem in your weed, and that shit poke a hole through your blunt. I use hemp wraps. The worst shit is when you get that hole in your blunt, nigga. You playing, you trying to smoke. You don't know if you smoking weed or playing the flute. I used to need like a weed rolling tray and all that extra shit. Nowadays, nope. Break it down with hold the wrap with one hand. Break it down with the other. So I'm gonna get to the chat room. Chat room. I'm gonna get to y'all in 1 second. I see y'all typing. I see y'all typing. I also don't know what y'all typing because again, I'm trying to roll this. And when I get done rolling this, I'm gonna light this hoe up and we gonna talk. Right now we waiting on people. I got all kind of flakes. Hold on, let me get these flakes off. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna roll this. Then we gonna get to talking. Chat room. Roll this. Then we can get to talking. Yeah, good talking to y'all, motherfuckers. Gotta roll that bitch tight. There'll still be some air up in it. There we go. There we go. All right, once I'm all rolled up, we gonna get it going. We gonna get it going. We talking about the year in review. There we go. And we're gonna be talking about some shit that happened this year. What are some things, some takeaways y'all had? I'm gonna talk. I want to ask y'all questions. I want y'all to ask me questions. But basically, like, this year's been a good year. You know what I mean? Because for me in particular, because this year I've just really every year I get older, I do less talking and more doing. And this year I did more doing than I've ever done relative to talking. And so for me, it's been a good year. So the country got what they wanted. They got Joe Biden in office. He's had his 2 years in office now. We see what's going on with that. Joe Biden's talking about giving reparations to Africa now. And I did tell y'all in my reading of the country back in June, I said there is going to be some benefits given to the diaspora. And it seems as if we're there. When you roll your weed, I always have a little tip on the end, so when you light that bitch, it don't run. All right, hold on. Where'd that lighter go? Where'd that lighter go? Where's my lighter at? Oh, here it is. We about to get started in 1 second. All right, cool. What's up, Jayla? What's up, Quiet? Good seeing y'all. Get Jayla's candles. Jayla, the self-esteem for. Hey, Jayla, I burned one of your candles down earlier because I lit it. I saw it had just like a little bit of wax left. I burned that hose, and that shit. I walked into the other room, came back. That shit was smoking like a motherfucker because y'all know, like when the candle get all the way down to the bottom, even the smoke smelled good from that candle. It was cool because Jayla sent me a fuck ton of candles, so I just put that shit out and lit another one. I'm on that citrus candle, Jayla. Y'all get yours at likethemove.com. Weed Smoke 22 is a discount. But I'm burning one of Jayla's citrus candles right now. All right, we here. So 2022 year in review. What's up, Twizzle 800? Hey, Quad, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna review. I'm gonna review my readings. I'm gonna do that. What's up, Peter? What's up, Bismarck T? I'm over here rolling blunts. And I already got like another one rolled already. I forgot. Damn it! I just forgot. I got a blunt that I lit about 3 hours ago that I didn't finish. I had that shit already rolled up. I only puffed that shit like 3 times. That's cool. I mean, I just got two to smoke with y'all instead of one. But this year, ain't right, Quad. I'm going to do my card reading year in review. I will do that. I'm working on my new home studio. I got a home studio I'm working on. Like I already got my home studio set up, but I'm upgrading my whole home studio. So I just got all new lighting. I got some new backdrops, and I'm about to get a new camera because like right now I have a webcam, but webcams ain't shit. I'm about to get a real ass. I'm about to get a 4K camera on y'all asses. The camera I want, I'm about to get one of them good ass 4K cameras, the kind that they shoot movies and shit with. Also, I could just podcast with y'all because I respect y'all so much. I like giving you niggas high quality shit. What's up, Fife Life? I'm getting this Canon. Canon 4K camcorder. I'm going that. Damn a regular ass web camera. I'm getting that 4K shit. I don't need 8K because literally all y'all gonna be doing is just sitting there and watching me. I'm not gonna. It's not like I'm gonna turn my camera on and start doing the robot for you motherfuckers. I ain't doing all that. But I do want more than a regular Logitech C9 or a Logitech 4K. Them web camera 4Ks be like whatever. But anyway, this has been a year. 2022 has been a year. It's been a 2222. That's a six. Sixes are all about balancing, and in cardology, sixes are all about slowing down. Also, sixes slow things down because what happens when you have to balance something? Just think about something. When you have a seesaw or anything that's teetering, any kind of scale, you can't just throw a whole bunch of shit on the scale and expect it to balance. If you want to balance the scale, you got to take your time and even things out, right? So here in 2022, if you notice, a lot of things have been slowing down. Production is slowing down. That's why we have so many shortages. The market is slowed down, both the stock market and the Bitcoin market. That's slowed down. People are starting to slow down and see things more for what they are. Um, so back in 2022, when the year started at the top of the year, you know, people were still in the frenzy over the virus and the shot. But you saw as the year started to progress, you saw more and more people backing off of these family wars we've been having over whether to take the shot or whether not to take the shot. When the year started, people were still at a fever pitch over what to do with that thing or not to do with that thing. And as the year went along, people started to scale that back and draw back. Well, that's because that's what sixes represent. Sixes represent taking time to sit back and watch what's going on. And just on the number alone, we knew, well, if you understand, and I'm not the greatest numerologist, I'm not Lloyd Strayhorn or King Simon or nothing like that. I don't even consider myself much above a novice when it comes to numerology. I'm moderately knowledgeable in numerology. I'm not no expert at it at all. But I know enough of it to sort of see what's going on. And so as we get into next year, we have a couple of sevens coming in the next year. Next year is 2023, so that's a 7 year, and it's also going to be a 7 of hearts year in cardology for the country. And so this was a 6 of hearts year. A 6 of hearts year, because again, in 2022, as of the sixth card in the deck is a 6 of hearts. And so 6 of hearts is also about balancing emotion, emotional balance, emotional harmony. And this year, it's been some people have started to harmonize with what's going on. We're in this post-COVID time, which if we look at the news, they're trying to bring the COVID thing back. You know what I mean? Here in California, they're talking about mask mandates may come back in January or whatever. Of course, the elections are over, so of course they're gonna try to bring some bullshit ass mask mandates back. But we've seen like a lot of people. We've seen like a lot of balancing, of just balance coming in, and we've seen like when it comes to balance, the political people, the ones who like to scream, vote for Democrat, blue, no matter who. We've seen them shut up a lot this year. A lot of your hardcore voters and Democrats and shit, they started to really calm down their rhetoric, even during the election. You heard this past midterm election. You heard some people running their mouth, but for the most part, you've seen people quieting down their rhetoric when it comes to things that they believe in. And like with next year being a 7 year, seven is a number of spirituality. Seven is also a number of the number of hypocrisy too. So you're gonna see a lot of things coming in. Like you're gonna see a lot of people either going totally spiritual or being extremely against it and very hypocritical. And I don't want to equate hypocritical to not being spiritual because that's not it. But that's just what sevens represent. So we're gonna see some of that next year. Um, but again, but staying back in 2022, We've seen, it's been a lot of justice happening. Go back to, I did a live, I did a late night live here on the channel about 2 months ago, maybe 7 weeks ago, when I said that when all this shit was going on, when this whole Kanye thing first popped off, this whole Kyrie thing, when all this first popped off, I said, watch, you're about to start seeing all the people that was talking shit about Kyrie or whatever. You're going to see them. Something's going to happen that's going to call them out to the carpet, and that's exactly what happened. You know what I mean? With the whole Jerry Jones situation, you saw a lot of people who was talking shit about Kyrie on the LeBron James side. He at least tried to balance it by calling out the people who went quiet on Jerry Jones, but on the Shaq, Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley side, all these cats that was going at Kyrie, when something like even more egregious happened with the white boy, they was quiet. Why did that happen like that? Why was I able to predict that? The reason why is just because we're just in a time of ultra balance. So this year we saw a lot of things happen to where you will see one side of the game say something, and then the people who are rah, 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 hardcore against whoever it was that said that, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, something would happen to where the people who was rah, rah, rah about a particular subject, something would happen to call them to the carpet to see how rah, rah they really were. And so this year we got to see a lot of people who were full of shit sort of get called out. And we didn't have to call them out. It was more so the shit that they did or their silence calling them out. So this has been a really good year. And this isn't my only year in review I'm going to do. I'm going when I get my studio all the way set up the way I want. I'm gonna go on my computer. We're gonna do some news articles and really dive into it. But I like to have these talks to where, when we talk about history, it's not important. It's just as important to study ancient history as it is to study more recent long-term history, meaning our 400 years in what's now known as the colonies slash the United States. But it's also good to study your family history and also recent history of the last decade, history of the last 2, 3 years, history of the last year, because we don't want to forget things, because when we forget things, they get to keep putting the same bullshit right in front of us because we forgot. But when we have these discussions where we talk recent history, recent memory, and keep certain things jogged in our mind, what that does is when we present it with the bullshit, we can be like, huh, I thought we already took care of this or whatever. So that's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing right now. I'm also drinking some of this wine, but in my red cup. What am I drinking tonight? I'm drinking what am I drinking on? Oh, I'm drinking on some Petite Syrah from Brown Winery. It's a black-owned winery in Napa, California. I don't know why I'm giving them free ads. They richer than I am, but shit, it's only 37 of you motherfuckers in here, so they ain't getting that much of an ad. But Brown Winery is a winery up in Napa, California. It's a black-owned winery. It's dope too, because like when you go to the tasting room, in the bathrooms, they have like hip hop. They have like wallpaper, and it has like pictures of like it's like wallpaper, like drawings of like nigga Digital Underground, nigga, E40, Ice Cube. Nigga, it's some dope ass wallpaper. What up, y'all? Y'all have a good one. Yes, sir. Yeah. Look, what's up, Aries? I ain't seen you in a minute. Oh shit. Ooh, fuck. So we got some Detroit people up in here. What's up, Amir? Gail? Man, it's cold as fuck. I don't know about y'all Detroit people, man. LA? Nigga, LA been in the 40s and the motherfucking 50s, man. Shit, this is cold. And it's been like 65. It's been like the high the last couple of days. Man, I've been having to wear this fake ass fur coat but it's keeping me warm. Y'all see this shit, nigga? I got this ferret fur in this motherfucker. Nigga, rabbits getting old, baby. Remember that line from Boomerang? Rabbits getting old, baby. It's been cold as fuck here in LA. I've been doing what's up, Mark? I've been doing my mornings. I've been doing my Runyon Canyon walk. And I might do it tomorrow on Sunday. I might do it tomorrow morning. I've been getting up to the Runyon Canyon at 6 a.m. And nigga, at 6 a.m. the other day, that shit was 40 fucking degrees, man. But I'm dedicated, so I still did my walk. But it was 40 degrees, y'all. What kind of shit is that? I'm gonna try to get in bed by like midnight. I'll be back up there in Runyon Canyon, 6 in the morning. Cold as fuck, man. I don't like this cold ass weather. Look, I'm from LA. Sweats, I like sweats and a t. I like wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but I'm down with sweats and a t-shirt and a hoodie. But if I gotta go past wearing a hoodie, if a hoodie ain't enough to keep me warm, it's too fucking cold. Matter of fact, if I have to actually put my hood on my hoodie, it's too fucking cold. Like me putting my hood on should be optional. If it's so goddamn cold, I gotta put my hoodie on and the hood on. It's too goddamn cold. There's a whole bunch of Michigan motherfuckers in here. Goddamn, you cold foot niggas. How y'all live in Michigan? Yeah, like I'm glad my great granddaddy moved from Michigan. My great granddaddy said, "Let's get the fuck out of Michigan," and he said, "Not now, but right now." I'm so glad my great granddaddy said, "We're gonna leave Michigan, not now, but right now." He said, "Benton Harbor, you've been good to me, but I'm going to this. I'm selling my invention, this railroad crossing. I'm selling that shit to whoever, and I'm moving to Los Angeles, California." That's what my great granddaddy said. And I thank you, great granddaddy, for making that move and saying, "You know what? Michigan is cool, but it's too cold. We going to Los Angeles, family." And they caught that Route motherfucking 66, and they brought they mulatto asses to Los Angeles. And I thank my great granddaddy for bringing his mulatto ass down here to LA. I thank my other great granddaddy for bringing his high yellow ass from Lake Charles, Louisiana to LA. And my great grandmama for bringing her dark ass, Miss McKenzie, beautiful dark chocolate Miss McKenzie. I thank her for coming here from Overton, Texas. Yes, sir. I thank my grandmother for coming here from Dallas, Texas. I thank my grandfather for coming here from Grace, Mississippi. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Because I am an LA nigga. I am an LA nigga. I gotta wear thick ass. I like walking outside with no socks on. Man, shit. I like having my Crocs. And like when I'm at the house. Now when I go out and go up, of course you dress a little different when you go out in the public. But I like having my motherfucking sandals on, nigga, no socks, shorts around the house. I gotta wear all these extra layers of clothes just to step outside and smoke a blunt on my porch. It's too fucking cold. What up, Dell Dell? Deli Dell? I'm a Deli Dell. Deli Dell, you must be, you had to have come up in the 90s, late 80s, 90s. Deli Dell in the building. That's what they would say like in 1989. Like, Deli Dell, that's the name of somebody that was walking into the party in 1991, and they was playing some motherfucking poison. And then your homeboy was on the mic. Dilly Dell in the building. In the no, the 91 they were saying, Dilly Dell in the place to be. Some G Mars. I read it's gonna be possibly like 70 degrees on Christmas. That's what I'm talking about. Christmas is supposed to be back in the 70s here in LA. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's my city. All this 60s shit, man. I ain't no Crip. I ain't no Crip or no blood. Nigga, let's get these temperatures right. Yeah, man. Like this week. I've been so busy because I'm really revamping my studio for the house. I know how I always have my black curtain in the back, and I'm gonna keep my black curtain in the back. But I don't really get on camera for y'all. But I might be working. So I might be doing something with caffeine, y'all. So keep y'all. I might be doing some stuff exclusive over there on caffeine. With like, so I need y'all to just stay abreast of that. And if that happens, I'll let y'all know. But if I decide to go over there to caffeine and do some stuff over there, I'm gonna do some stuff over there that I can't do over here on YouTube. So y'all like it's gonna enhance the show. Let me promise y'all something. Whatever moves I make is gonna enhance the show. But I'm also gonna stay here on YouTube and do these late night lives talking to you niggas. I like these lives where I just come on late and I be telling y'all I'm gonna read the comments, but still like 80% of the time I don't be looking at the screen. Like my bad, I apologize to y'all. I told y'all this is a Q and A, and I'm gonna ask some of y'all questions, but I have hardly at all been looking at the screen. But my bad. But if I do the show over on caffeine, I'm gonna be able to play the music. Like I'm gonna be able to integrate the music and the TV, and like I want to do shit like review movies. You know, I can't do that on YouTube. I have copyright strikes. I want to play some music with you niggas. Can't do that on YouTube. But at the same time, the shit that I do over here, like my interviews with like Dr. Randy Short and certain stuff like that, are we 100,000% gonna be we gonna be over here on YouTube with that. With the shit that I can't do on YouTube with the music and all that stuff, we might be doing over there on that app. Y'all down? Hit me. Hit the number one if y'all down for that. Hit the number one if y'all down for that. If y'all would follow me on over there. 'Cause, yeah, we gonna be doing. Yeah, I got some crazy creative projects. Like y'all know me, I'm creative as fuck. So y'all ain't even seen. It just YouTube stifles my creativity because of these bullshit ass rules. You can't play this. You can't do that. And so I just make the shit kind of like And then here's the thing about YouTube. YouTube, you'll think something is cool, and then you'll get an email being like, "No, we had to take that part out your video," or you're gonna have a strike if you don't edit this part out your video. You'd be like, "I see people do this shit on their YouTube channel all the time. What the fuck?" So YouTube be putting you in a situation. You be like, "Man, is this cool or is it not cool?" So creatively, I can't I can't go as deep on here on YouTube as I would like to. So if I decide to go over there, I'm telling y'all right now, is because creatively I can still give y'all me and what I do, but I could do it on a deeper level because I'm just open to doing more. Yeah, for sure. 'Cause all that having people migrate apps, I ain't with all that. I don't like doing all that. And I still will put up what I can put over here on YouTube. Like the parts that I can't do on YouTube, like I would like edit certain videos over there. And for those of you who don't want to migrate, I get it. People don't want a new app. I'll still be able to put up clips over here on YouTube so you can get the gist of what I'm doing. But I got some ideas, man, when it comes like to the music shit. I was watching Black Dynamite the other day. Y'all remember that cartoon Black Dynamite? I'm like, man, I would love, and those episodes are only 22 minutes long, and they're on HBO Max. So I love to be able to like just turn on Black Dynamite and watch that shit with y'all, and then like pause it, and then talk about it, and then would y'all hit the number one if y'all would be down for that, like a show like that, which where like we watch a TV show or something like that, but instead of just watching it all the way through, like we watch it and then like we pause and we talk about these scenes and like break them down, and then we go to the next and then like watch like another 5 minutes, whatever. Would y'all be down for some shit like that? Would y'all be down with some shit? Hit the number one. Y'all would be down with some shit like that. Cause I was thinking like, well, people would be cool with watching something than like me stopping and talking, or they rather watch it. Well, hell, if they want to watch all the way through, shit, you can watch it on your goddamn own. But I had some ideas. Like I've been watching some TV shows lately. I've been having some ideas. Like, man, we can have whole ass watch parties on certain things. Where I could tell y'all like what we gonna be watching, and y'all can watch it on your own. Like maybe I can give y'all like a week's notice or something like that to watch a movie or watch a TV show, and you can watch it on your own, and then we can all come together and watch that shit and talk about it. But that's like talking about wrap up of 2022. This for me, this year has been a year of just really. What's some things that you guys started the year with, and as the year went along, you got better. I mean, you got what goals did you guys accomplish this year? Oh, also, Discord. Follow me on my Discord at DwannB. Same things to this year. I'm on Discord. That's why I'm sending out notifications for what I'm doing. But also Discord, you know, we get community. But on my Patreon level, those of you who've been on my Patreon, I'm going to put you on my immediate chat, that's where you can get to me anytime. Those of you on Patreon, I have not been giving you enough content, but I got so much shit going on, so I'm going to put the Patreon people um, on top of giving you guys some content. I'm going to put you guys on the Discord level where y'all can like the cardiology questions. I can give y'all y'all like quick readings and shit, and I all that on Discord. I'm gonna send the invite out to the people who are on Patreon for that. But for everybody else, um, you know, get on my Discord. The Discord is where you can get around all this shit about these people not sending out notifications like YouTube. If you're on Discord, Discord sends out notifications. So if you have your notifications on Discord, you get whether I'm on Miss Cloud, Caffeine, or here, you'll get your notifications on Discord. And I'm post the links up on Discord too before I go live. So if y'all want to know more what's going on, and also I'm having my Discord discounts. This nigga Amir is stupid. Look at that movie. It's stupid. Hell yeah. Well, what's some things that y'all won? Like type in the chat room. What are some this year? Have any of y'all like what goals have y'all accomplished this year? This year, I started in January. I did a mushroom trip, and in that mushroom trip, I saw my Black American music family tree. I woke up the next day. I spent like 12 hours that day putting that tree together. I did it on, what did I do it on? I did it on Canva. And then after that, I wanted to be right. So I spent the next few months buying books, watching documentaries, like talking to older musicians. What's up, Eduardo? That's what's up, Andy. You ended the year, Evan. You end the year with a sense of understanding about yourself. That's always a good thing. The more you get to know yourself, the better it is. But yeah, a mushroom trip showed me my Black American music family tree. I put it together, spent 6 months really, really refining it, put it out there, and I've still been refining it since I put it out. I've still been adding things and taking away. So if you got like an original T-shirt, if you bought one of my Black American music, the first edition of my T-shirts, like the first 2 months that I had one, if you bought either a poster or a T-shirt, you're going to have a collector's item because there's a certain flaw on those shirts that I will not reveal to you right now. Well, I won't say flaw. It was just certain things weren't there, and there was one part of the shirt, so I had to since refine it, and I refined it twice. So I've had 2 revisions of the artwork since. So those people who got the first set, that's gonna be some collector shit in the future. They're gonna be like, oh, you one of the 50 motherfuckers who got the first one. Because you see right here, Dwan didn't have this, he didn't have that. You niggas that's on the first round gonna have some collectors out of shit. Hmm. Watch. I got that done this year. I wrote a book this year, Tell It Like It Is, The Art of Loving Communication. I did a lot this year. I did a fuck ton this year. Damn, I'm thinking about that this year. God damn, I did a lot this year. I got my pilot ready for my Black American Music Family Tree documentary. I'm not telling y'all the name of it yet because I haven't gotten I submitted it for my copyright, but I ain't got my copyright approval yet, so I ain't telling you niggas the name yet. But when I get my copyright for it, once it's approved and mailed back to me in official paperwork, I'll let y'all know the name of it. Yeah. What's up, Breeze? What's up, Craig? Are you welcome for the reading? I mean, I love doing readings. Shit, I love. I mean, I love doing readings. I love reading people. 'Cause at some point, when you be reading them cards, at some point you tap into that universal consciousness, and then once you tap into that universal consciousness, it's all down there. But let me tell y'all something. If you ever get a reading from me, please, please, please do not feel bad if I don't remember a damn thing that I said. All right. It's not that I dislike you or anything bad. But if you ever gotten a reading from me, I don't remember shit when I'm done reading. I channel that shit. I'm telling y'all right now. I had somebody telling me, they was like, man, you gave me a reading and you told me boom, boom, boom. And I was like, okay, yeah. Uh, I said that? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah. Nowadays, you don't want to be like, because people be cool as fuck. You don't want to be like mean or nothing like that. Like, I'm not an asshole. Well, sometimes I'm not an asshole. So you don't want to be like mean. They'll be like, man, you gave me a reading and you said boom, 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 and I'd be like, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling you right now, I don't remember shit when I read y'all. I do not remember. Because I just, readings are like playing, y'all like, if did y'all ever play basketball or like play or do music? Like when you, if you're a musician, like I'm a drummer, there's a state in the music, there's a point in the music to where you just reach a flow state, to where you're not even playing anymore. You're just being guided. And that's his pocket when it comes to the music. Like when I used to be on the drums, I could look at my bass player and my kick and his stuff would be in sync. And not because we practiced it or rehearsed it, it's just because we were in the same universal conscious flow. Like when you playing music, you can feel when it's time to go back to the head, to the top of the song. When you playing music, you can feel when it's time to go into the bridge. You can feel when it's time to vamp. And like, okay, the music says now it's time to go come out the vamp and go into the second part. But the feeling says, nah, let's vamp this 8 more bars, 16 more bars, 32 more bars, depending on how good it feels. It's a flow state. Same thing with basketball. I remember when I used to hoop, sometimes it would just be a point to where you just knew where your teammates were going to be. And I can make my passes without looking. You just knew. You get into the flow, you feel it. I'm dribbling the ball. I love running point from the top of the post. That free throw line, you send it. I know that nigga about to cut back door. Boom, here you go. And the ball is right there because you feel it. Or it's just like when your shot going in, sometimes that bucket is 10 feet wide. And you catch that shit, and you already, when the ball is coming your way, your feet are already set. You catch that hole, put it up, let it go, you running back down the court before it hit the net because it's a certain flow state. That's how it is. That's how it is when I do my readings. Like the first 5, 10 minutes, I'll be kind of figuring it out. I kind of see what's going on. I got my books open. You know what I mean? But after about 5 minutes into the reading, 10 minutes, man, shit just hit me. And when that shit hit me, I just flow. The one thing about it, when I flow, I don't remember shit that I said. So don't ask me. Well, and kind of the same with this channel and what I do here on YouTube. I flow on YouTube. I don't rehearse this shit. I don't write down what I'm gonna say. I don't take notes. The most I'm gonna do, like if I'm on my computer, I'll have a few websites I want to reference. I may put those websites up. Everything else I say, nigga, that shit flow. Same thing with comedy. When I'm on stage, I don't write no fucking book, no fucking jokes down. That shit corny to me. I hate trying to remember a joke, trying to remember a line. That's why I give it up to you actors. You people who can act, salute to y'all. Man, fuck remembering lines. That shit boring as hell to me. That shit is remembering a line, that shit is not interesting. If I had to write down my jokes and remember jokes, I would have quit comedy, nigga, 9 months after I started. And that shit got to flow. Tariq is on now? Oh, that's why you niggas ain't up in here. Y'all, oh, okay. Jayla. It's always good seeing Jayla around. No, hell, no. Jayla is the candles. Craig, him email me. Yeah, I can do it. Him email me on the album review then. We can work that out, Craig. We can work that out. Email me. info@DwannB.com. See, that's why I'll be looking at my chat room. I'll be looking at my chat room enough. 'Cause I'll be flowing. Hannibal Blackman said Dwann gets still floated at Fat Burger. You should never say a joke about Fat Burger with a name like Hannibal. This nigga Hannibal. This nigga Hannibal. This nigga. You do not. You ain't even named after Hannibal Barker. You named after Hannibal from the 18. Nigga. This nigga Hannibal is named after the white dude that smoked cigars on the 18, who always had a plan. He didn't find out about Hannibal Barker until he was 28. And he found out about Hannibal on a motherfucking Discovery Channel show. Nigga, this nigga Hannibal said Hannibal was white. The video of the live. Oh, with Corey Henry last night? That shit was dope. What's up, real brand? Oh, that video I posted with Corey Henry, man. Corey Henry's so goddamn dope. I'm telling you, if Corey Henry comes to your town, you better watch. Well, I had an experience last night at Corey Henry's show. Let me tell y'all something. Man, J-Mo came through, did his thing on guitar. Charlie Burrell came through. But when Avery Sunshine came through, boy, let me tell you something. And I'm not even mad at him. I went backstage right before Avery Sunshine got on stage. And Terrace Martin, I guess, he was supposed to go on after Avery Sunshine. And I love Terrace Martin. I got to say what's up to him before he that last night at the show. He came by and said what's up. I got to meet him last week when I was I went to go see Terrace Martin last week at the dinner party show with Kamasi and Robert Glasper. I got to meet Terrace. And then I saw him again last night. But Avery Sunshine got on stage and she did some spiritual shit. She did more than singing. When I knew Avery Sunshine had a voice. But I didn't know Avery Sunshine had that. The shit she gave us last night, and Corey Henry's voice takes you to church. He has a very powerful voice, and he plays that organ. And Corey Henry has a grit to his voice, and his band has a grit. It's one thing to sound good sonically. Corey Henry's music has a grit. And when he and Avery Sunshine got on stage last night, oh my God, that was some of the best. They was in some flow state last night. And I knew last night's show was going to be great because Corey Henry had two thick black women on his background singers and a dude. When that to me and dude to sing his ass off, all three of them, but one of the black chicks, the chick singing soprano, man, she was a thick black woman. She had the boots and the banks and the pals. You know when a black woman got the booms and the banks and the pals, she's about to bring it vocally. Not to say the skinny women can't bring it vocally, because there's plenty. Stephanie Mills, Whitney Houston proves that skinny women can bring it vocally. But there's something about the banks and the booms and the pals that when they bring it vocally, oh my God. And they had a three-part harmony that sounded like Jesus was coming into the building. Nigga, we had some music last night, boy. We had some soul in this bitch last night. And I think Terrace Martin was supposed to go on after, but I don't know if he had somewhere else to go because Avery Sunshine did stay on stage for a long time. Maybe she stayed on too long to where he had to leave. But even if that's not the case, even if he just like, you know what, it's too much, I wouldn't even have been mad at him. I really wanted to see him perform last night. But Avery Sunshine had did some shit vocally last night. She was singing so Avery Sunshine was singing so hard, she got up and knocked her keyboard over onto the ground. That's how you know it's some goddamn music going on. When they get up and they start singing so hard, the keyboard fall, nigga. That's that's when you start to hear something. That's when you know you listening to some motherfucking music. Man, Corey Henry set that bitch off last night. Yeah. Man, that motherfucking truck got his high beams. Look, goddamn. This nigga here. You in the city, nigga, not the motherfucking wilderness. My blunt keeps going out talking to y'all. But, man, yeah, this is the ice cream lady. Yeah, man. I love good music. Hey, Amir, if you get, Amir, I encourage you to buy candles from Jayla. Nigga, just don't burn your fucking house down. All right? Keep the candles away from your curtains. You look like the kind of nigga that got curtains instead of blinds anyway. Keep the candles away from your curtains. Hey, Evan, that joke don't make sense. Hey, Evan, let's break that joke down. If I had the best recipes tattooed to my stomach, how could I read them? Evan, the joke's got to make sense from the. If you want a funny joke, you want a joke to where when a person thinks about it, they be like, "Oh shit, not, huh?" Right? You said, Jenny, you said to trim the wicks. Thank you for telling me, Jenny. I didn't know to trim the wicks. The candle I just lit today, the candle of yours I just lit today, man, that motherfucker, that flame was a good damn near inch above the little the rim. So I had the cotton wick. I wasn't tripping though. Yeah, Hannibal, let him know. What's up, Amara? I do. I would not do that Ontario Mills improv, but shit, I'm not in with the improv. I don't have a relationship with the improv, so I don't see myself coming there anytime soon. But if they call me, I would do comedy there. Hey, Jayla, I'm a man. I don't read the instructions. Come on now. Jayla was like, my nigga, send the cards. Since when a nigga you know read the instructions, Jayla? Come on, be realistic. I'm a nigga. I don't read no fucking. I don't read no. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go. Look, I threw the instructions in the trash. All right. I just opened the box and lit that hoe. That's what I did, Jayla. My bad. I just opened the box, moved all of the bubble plastic. I appreciate you for keeping it safe so it won't bust. But I was high when I opened up that box, so it was frustrating removing all that plastic. Cause I was trying to remove it neatly at first, but I was so goddamn high. I was like, man, fuck this shit. And I just ripped all the goddamn plastic bubbles off of it because my house was smelling like smoke because I let the last candle burn too goddamn long. I was like, I gotta freshen this shit up. So I took it out the box. I threw that box directly in the trash. I ripped off the bubble wrap because I was frustrated because I was high as fuck and I didn't feel like taking it off peacefully. And I lit the next candle, and the goddamn flame was taller than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but it worked though. It was cold this morning, so the extra wick flame gave me some heat. Jayla, all right. Now I don't want to hear no more of you telling me to read directions and shit, because I'm not. You dig it? To me, yeah, I need to. Jada over here giving me instructions on how to do her candles properly, like I'm a listener. You think I'm that patient? You think I'm that patient? Nigga, I was want my house smelling good. Damn all the extra shit. And the sooner I like this motherfucker, the sooner my house gonna be smelling good. But for the rest of you niggas listening, read Jada's instructions. Buy one of her candles and read the instructions before you light it. I ain't reading shit. But for the rest of you niggas, read the instructions first. Read the instructions. So, yeah. Hey, I did not know. I did not know Tariq was. What is Tariq on Twitter Space or is he on YouTube? I look forward to help to working with Tariq. Got some shit popping with the museum and with this music documentary. That'd be dope as hell to work with him on this. I'm the kind of person. Look, let's talk about that for a second. Talking about year in review. You know what I'm seeing. What I'm saying is, although there's a lot of people who like this person or like that person, overall, if you're the kind of person that's about getting reparations, about empowering yourself and your group, we all for the most part getting along. Like I didn't like in 2018, 2019 when that ADOS FBA feud was going on. I didn't like it. You know what I mean? I understood why it happened and the people involved. I'm not necessarily a fan of Yvette Carnell or Antonio Moore. They both had me blocked. And I didn't say anything bad about them. I just said, all I said when they blocked me, I just told them that they stand on the shoulders of giants. And then Yvette Carnell was like, what giants did we stand on? I was like, you stand on like the shoulders of Claude Anderson and Booker T. Washington, and but really, Claude Anderson is the person that put this whole reparations, identifying as our own group. That was imprinted in my mind by Dr. Claude Anderson. So by the time ADOS and the FBA thing came around, I was already ready. And they both did a good job of codifying what it is. And, but, when I reminded Yvette that, like, look, I'm listening to you, but you're only saying something that was already in my mind because Dr. Claude Anderson put it in my mind. Dr. Frances Cress Wilson put this shit in my mind. So just remember that. And she blocked me and her and Antonio Moore. But I don't care. If you're the people if you're a person and you identify with ADOS and your mindset is, hey, I want black people to do better and be self sufficient, I'm cool with you. So one thing I've seen is in 2022, although there's been different factions drawn in different things, the people underneath it all have been, for the most part, on the same page. While the so-called leaders, or I don't like, and the reason why I say so-called, because people like Tariq, he doesn't identify himself as a leader, and there are other people out there who people classify as leaders. What we're seeing is, even though you may listen to one person and I may listen to that person more, or you may listen to this person more, and I may listen to that person more. What I'm saying is this year, a lot of the people aren't really playing those bullshit, those games, this crew versus that crew. It's more so, and then we see it play out on Twitter Spaces with the whole secure. The 2022 started with Secure the Tribe having like a big old Twitter space that like had like supposedly it had like 30,000 people that listened to it, whatever. And then you saw as the year went on, you saw those people sort of have their breakups and their splits and factions. And then, you had, it's been a lot of drama playing out on the top. But underneath it all, the people have been more civil towards one another than usual. Let me put it that way. The people haven't been, even though the people who have the biggest microphones have been going at one another more, what you've been seeing is when it comes to topics like reparations or whatever, the people for the most part are on the same page. I gotta watch out when I hear noises around here. I be having all kind of nature around my house. I saw a skunk around this bitch last week. I was sitting on my porch, and I was sitting right here. And I looked down. I saw this black thing with a white back, and it started running the other way, and it put its tail up. I was like, "You better not piss on me, bitch." We having possums over here and coyotes. We got raccoons. The one thing I don't see is mice and rats. That's good. We got the nature over here that don't come in your house. We do not have any rodent problems in any of my buildings. No, you will not see mice and meese over here. But you will see possums, uh, raccoons, skunks, coyotes, and I'm in the middle of the city. Yeah, I think Elon did that. I don't know. Twitter Spaces are up and down. I'm not sure that I don't. I've been doing less Twitter Spaces lately because like Twitter Spaces be a lot of confusion. Yeah, we seen like a lot of people go at Elon Musk. We've seen a lot of the tech people who gotten just insanely wealthy over the last years or last dozen years. We've seen a lot of them lose a lot of their wealth. Good. Because here's the thing with division and black empowerment, and not just black empowerment in life. Division is a component of life. Division's always been here. It's always going to be here. Division is just division, whatever. You got to be able to see past it. No one's going to see everything the same way. That's just an impossible thing to ask. That everybody see things from a common perspective. It's not going to happen. Only thing people have to agree on is the goal. And if the goal is reparations, your way is this way, my way is that way. Fine. As long as we agree on reparations, as long as we agree it's cash, and as long as we agree it should come to the people who are tied in to this nation. Those are only real three things I care about. How you do it after that is it's up to you. As long as it's cash, as long as it's reparations, and as long as it's tied to the people who built the nation. And wanting it tied to the people who built the nation is no disrespect to the black people who came after. It's just that let me give you guys a good talking point real quick. because we all have friends who are not. Well, I don't know. I can't say we all, but I have friends who are black and non-black that were not born or they descend from immigrants. Either they're direct immigrants or their parents were immigrants. I don't have any less love for them as I do for my black people who were born and raised here from the soil. My best friend, one of my best friends, I clown him all the time because he's Indian but born in Tanzania. Both his parents were Indian, but they were in Tanzania when they had him, and they brought him here when he was like 3 or 4. This is like the person that I trust the most on earth outside of my wife. And this particular person is actually a motherfucking cop. That's one of my best friends. Matter of fact, we about to go and kick it. Like we've been best friends since we was in the 6th grade. So I'm not here to. I'm never gonna be one to be like, I wish we never had immigrants. One of my best friends is foreign like a motherfucker, and I clown him too. I call him Balky from Perfect Strangers, even though Balky was European and he's like middle. I call him any racist joke I can say to this motherfucker. I got him. Anything. I call him Middle Eastern one day, nigga Yahmed the next. So I ain't got no issues with immigrants or nothing like that. The issue is this: when we as black people, whenever it's time for us to get something, there's always a certain tricky language that's thrown in there that opens what we get for everybody that's not us. And maybe the first generation of black people get some benefits. But after that, everyone that this country brings in to oppress us, they end up getting more of those benefits than we get. That's why we got to make sure it's lineage based and tie it down specifically to us. Because usually, ultimately, whatever is given to us becomes a tool to knock us over the head with. Let me say it again. Ultimately, whatever is given to us becomes a tool that's used to knock us over the head with. We wanted civil rights and minority benefits, white women get it. And white women, they were slave owners too. White women are no less white supremacists than white men. They're the same. They ain't no different. Who the fuck raised these white male supremacists? They all got mamas, right? So, so white women benefiting from our affirmative action hurt us. Immigrants, Title III. Title III is a program that people who are on public assistance pay to pay a set amount of money in every city, and that money is supposed to be used to fund businesses to black people. But who benefits from Title III? Here in LA, it's mostly Asians and Latinos. You don't find black people benefit. Black business owners do not benefit from Title III. Title III was created for black business owners, to where the people who are on Section 8, they pay a tax that goes into a fund that funds businesses in the neighborhoods. But Asians and Latinos get those benefits, not black people. So that's why black people must tie our reparations into our lineage. Because anything short is going to open something that we fought for to people who come into our community and exploit us. So Asians and Latinos come into black neighborhoods and East Indians, they come into black neighborhoods, they benefit from Title III and open up stores that got outdated products that are price gouging us, and they're taking that money and spending it in their communities and not putting none of it back in our communities. These liquor stores don't sponsor the local baseball team or the local book club or the local elderly center. They don't do that. They take the money, take it on out. So that's ultimately my grandparents fought for something that's now being used to knock me over the head with. Think about that for a second, black people. And we've thought about it. That's why I think we're starting to see a different approach in the us standing for ours. up, James Rucker? Ain't no black businesses. Shit, where you at? Black businesses everywhere. It's just that our business have to be underground and shit. That's the only problem. I see what you're saying. It ain't really no black businesses on the streets. You right about you 100,000% right about that. Black people be having like start like goddamn guerrilla businesses out they home and motherfucking online and sublease and shit. Because when it comes to only the local nail salons and liquor stores and shit, they don't let them niggas be black like that. Black people be having 007 undercover incognito businesses. Don't call us, we'll call you ass businesses. Shit. But yeah, so this year we're starting to see a lot of balance in that. Next year's a seven of hearts year. That's disruption, it's boundaries. The big thing with seven of hearts is boundaries. So next year, 2023, expect a lot of boundaries to be crossed on both ends. Okay, meaning the powers that used to be or be whatever, they're going to make laws and certain restrictions that cross our boundaries, and the people are going to fight back, crossing the boundaries of both of all of decency, crossing the boundaries of what's acceptable in society in a good way, meaning fighting back. So, you know, Seven of Hearts is a very powerful emotional card. Seven of Hearts can bring it. Like, the Seven of Hearts is here to learn mastery of their emotions. So there's going to be a lot of things that happen this year come up that are going to test you and test your emotions. That's something you can expect coming up. But I wanted to check in with y'all because I ain't been on here. I'm probably not going to be on tomorrow. I'll probably be back on with y'all on Monday. I might do a late night tomorrow. I might. But I'm about to turn my music on, give myself a sound bath, and y'all do the same. Y'all, a good way to meditate, a good way to clear your mind is to just play your favorite music. Make sure it has live orchestration and harmonies, things like that. Drink your wine, burn your candles, get some of Jada's candles, make your environment smell good. Drink your libations, smoke your weed, whatever it is you do, and take some time to just let the music take control of you. Let the music flow through you. The part of the say, any shorts, defaults, or shortcomings, put it on the radio. Let the vibes flow through. Funk not only moves, it can remove. Dig. The desired effect is what you get when you mention your interplay funk machine. So I fucks with y'all. I love y'all. Follow my Discord. I'm getting my website has some issues. So the technical issues are getting worked out this weekend. When my technical issues get worked out, there's gonna be a Discord link. Um, there's gonna be a Discord discount for all merchandise. I got some packages coming, and for those of you on my Patreon, I got another level in my Discord to where we'll have direct access. And I'm gonna grandfather y'all into that. We're gonna keep that level open for people who want to join in the future. But if you've been on my Patreon already, you're gonna be part of that grandfather then. Um, but yeah, oh, we got Star up in the building. Shit. Going Star, she be here the whole goddamn time. She's over there working and shit. started taking care of people. Story, people like you have interesting stories. That's why I love listening. That's why I love listening to listeners and like hear y'all stories and shit. That whole you've been in Central California for as long as you've been. Those are people that are forgotten about, never talked about. People like you that like have a history of living in Central California because Central California for the last 6 years that's all Mexicans. So to hear black people with that story living in Central California for like 100 goddamn years, that shit's interesting as fuck. What's up, Spud McKenzie? Hell yeah, Rory searching. Yeah, but I gotta give myself a music bath. So I'm about to be rocking out the next couple hours before I go to sleep. I love talking to y'all. Third shift grinding, that's right. Third shift. Hey, Star, hit the number. I was gonna ask. I was gonna be asking Star's opinion. That's my counsel right there. I might be putting some more content up on caffeine. So Star, get ready for that. But yeah, you got to work too, Aries. But I appreciate y'all for listening. But man, yeah, listen to some music, man. Even though we got Twitter Spaces and YouTube and these people talking, I appreciate y'all for listening to me and listen to who you listen to. But take as much time to just listen to some music and just chill and vibe the fuck out. And then also take some time to where you don't listen to music or nobody. That's why I like walking up the mountain so much when I go to Rain Canyon in the morning, 6 in the morning. I don't even take my music with me. That's just me and nature. 40 degrees. Like, let's go. You need time alone, time in your own thoughts. Time to really fall in love and fall in balance with yourself. Dig yourself, love yourself, know yourself. Sometimes you don't need to listen to shit. Not me, not Malcolm X, nigga, not Earth and Fire, nigga, not motherfucking Kendrick Lamar or whoever you listen to. Sometimes you just gotta listen to your own monkey ass. Alright? But I appreciate y'all. And remember, there are no perfect messengers. The only perfect message is for those who wouldn't pick up the game. I'm out.